Hey everybody, Huples Cat. I was going to do, and I might still do a tag video, the text tag videos, because tag videos are a fad, and I think some of the bigger names in our tiny little field of prepping YouTube are probably getting tagged to death. Anyway, I was about to do that, and a great prepper, Prepper Potpourri, she actually tagged me. So I'm kind of forced to do the tag video. So the questions are in the comments down below, and stay tuned at the end because I've got a little twist to tagging, but I did what I was told to do because I usually generally do. So she asked me to name 3 YouTubers who have influenced me. That's a really tough one. I think every time you watch a video, even the ones you dislike, some part of you is influenced. And that's probably a good thing. So I had to think hard, and I came up with 3. In no particular order. The Angry Prepper, who's now the Spectator. I looked around on YouTube for about a year, maybe a year and a half, not making any comments, not having a channel, just looking, learning, buying books, reading stuff online, thinking about prepping before I ever went public. And the Angry Prepper quite rightly pointed out to me that it's unfair for me to criticise other people's videos when I wasn't making any videos myself. So that's what started it. And he was right. It's very easy to criticise, very hard to create. The Angry Prepper is worth subscribing to. He gets triggered a lot by other people. Often he makes a lot of sense. And he does tend to wander off topic a lot, but when he does, he's really funny. And Momma Prepper, his wife, is one of the hidden gems of the internet. One of my early preppers I really liked was Prepper Logic, before he changed his name. In my early days of looking around and lurking and learning about other people, I kind of bumped into him. And I was looking because I felt civilization was a coffee cup away from anarchy. People keep saying 9 days away, from 9 meals away from anarchy. I think we're close to that. Anyway, I naturally gravitated to Prepper Logic because his videos were mainly shot in old running areas of mine. And he's from the local area, and he seemed calm, smart, and a bit edgy, much like myself. And his channel's well worth subscribing to as well. Really it is. The other one is Mike Helton. I think Mike Helton is an interesting guy. Being left of centre, being vegan, being socialist, being a nurse. I'm not an anti-firearms for various reasons. Not anti you having a gun, but I'm anti me having a gun and my neighbours having guns. And I'm in Canada. So there's differences there. I know some people can't get it, that other parts of the world have different things than what they think is normal, isn't normal elsewhere, but that's the way it is. But Mike probably would not be somebody that you would normally see me being a friend with or him being a friend with me. And yet, as much as it is real on this medium, which isn't real at all, I really like Mike. Nice guy, genuine. Has a lot of sensible things. You can tell he's thought a lot about the topics. He's not a YouTuber who, you know, when you watch him, has been thinking a lot about how to get likes, how to get ad revenue. You know he's doing it because he's passionate about saving people from what he believes will be a catastrophe and about saving his family. Very genuine and honest guy and well worth subscribing to. So Prepper Logic, I would say, is show me skills, technology. Angry Prepper's show me humour, and Mike Helton has shown me heart and desire. So thank you, 3 guys. Unfortunately, I wanted to be PC and pick a female and a transgendered prepper, but I couldn't. My top 3 influences are definitely those. My top 5 preppers would also be those, but I would also add in Pepper Potpourri and Princess Prepper. That's a bonus. Name 3 things you're good at. Well, Saying no to angry people. My full-time job, my main full-time job, I used to have another full-time job as well, but I took it off this summer. I don't know if I'm going back to it, but my main full-time job is I'm a manager of a trauma hospital in Canada, one of Canada's biggest. Because I'm currently Aaron and currently working there, can't really talk about it directly. But when I go in at night, I have a pager and I'm the manager for the entire campus. Long-term care, emergency, maternity and all the floors, outpatient issues, MRIs. If anything goes wrong, people page me. Literally, anything goes wrong, however tiny or huge, I have to deal with it, I have to manage it. My job is literally to keep the walls up in the morning. So a large part of my job is saying no to angry people, both visitors, patients and staff, which is unfortunate. I don't really like it, but somebody has to say no. Sometimes you have to do this, or no, you can't do that. But that is organising chaos. That's a good thing I'm good at as well. If something goes badly wrong for about 2 to 6 hours, I'm completely fine. I know people have died very, very close to me, and I'm like, steady as a rock, very calm, not emotionally impacted, totally fine. After about 2 to 6 hours I go to pieces. And I'm very good at doing stuff in the moment. I don't know if you can train that. I think it's inbuilt from a childhood that wasn't great, but it works. There's always something to be done. Writing essays, I'm really good at writing essays. It's got me a really good educational level and a good job, I guess, out of it. And I was a sub-editor for a while in National Magazine. I don't do that anymore. Pay is terrible. Thank you, Murdoch. Name 3 things you're excited about. Retirement, 3 to 5 years, I hope. Saved hard all my life. Been careful with my money all my life, though I'm very generous often. And have a good pension plans and have some good savings. So looking forward to it. For me, it's not the end of my life, not working anymore. There's a whole bunch of volunteer stuff I can do, and I'm really looking forward to it. To be honest, an economic collapse on a global scale won't really much change my retirement plans. Bring them forward a lot, but it won't change it much. The other thing I'm really excited about is my life partner, Leslie. It's kind of funny. She spells her name L-E-S-L-I-E. That's how her parents gave it to her. So a lot of times, because we're not married, I'm a nurse, people assume she's a guy. She isn't, and you've probably seen her floating around in videos, and I'm going to do my best to get her more on in the video because she's a really awesome person. She's very cool, she's very smart, and why on earth she puts up with me is a complete wonder to me, and it's been nearly 2 decades. And the other thing I'm excited about is politics. It's pointless, utterly pointless to talk about politics. Nobody cares about me, nobody cares about you. We don't have any power. It's just hot air. But I like talking about it. I followed it for years and years and years. What I'd like to see is a true democracy one day, one where power is excluded from the greedy rich and also excluded from the poor and lazy. That's not going to happen. But I like that. And maybe SHTF, if it ever comes, would be an opportunity to restart civilization in a different way, where economics is the least important thing, and quality and comfort and compassion are the most important things. One can only hope. I'm a Bernie bro through and through. Sorry about that, Americans, but I'm a Canadian. What can I do? Name 3 things you do to relax. Not walking the dogs is one I don't do. They're very terrible walkers, and I'll have to do a video on that. I read books. I read 1 to 2 books a week. I've done for years and years and years, and I often have 2 or 3 on the go at any one time. And yeah, hopefully I can share my love of that with you guys as well over the next few months. My other love is a long bubble bath. I had a really rotten childhood, but from about the age of 8 onwards I would have a bath once a week on a Thursday, and it was a bubble bath, and I could spend an hour or 2 hours in there. It was my safe place, and still is. The other thing is not working and going into the wilds of Canada, even near urban wildness. Nothing finer than trees and lakes and rivers. Okay, so I have to tag 5 people and I'll send them emails. The Wooded Beardsman, awesome channel. Look him up, read his stuff about trying to survive in Ontario wilderness without food. really interesting, lots of detail in the comments. Prepper Logic, Mike Helton, Prepper Dell, and Survival Club of Canada. Survival Club Canada, and I'll put the links down below. Now, this is the bonus part. I'm fed up of tag videos. I don't care about you, you don't care about me. It's voyeurism, narcissism. Okay, it isn't. And I like Potpourri, and thanks for including me in all of these. But what I'm really interested in is those 5 questions that are down below being answered by subs who don't have channels. Like, I'm kind of fascinated. So I'm naming 4 subs who aren't really subs, but 4 people, and I'm going to ask them to actually answer the questions down below. First one is Mary Mo, Common Prepper. One Fluffy Mama. Acer Rubrum. And last, and in no particular order, and last but not least, would be Momma Prepper, the spectator's much better half. So you 4 guys, I'm challenging you. Below this video, answer the questions. It's cool. Like, why are subs doing what they're doing, and what are subs getting from it? I think that's more important than what the hosts are doing. We all focus on the hosts. Prepping is nothing without people, and YouTube channels are nothing without subs. Anyway, thank you very much. Have an awesome day, and au revoir. And I'm not going to say goodbye for Mr. Bear because he's had a fraught day because the cleaners came in and he had to have an hour's walk and he wasn't that happy. Au revoir.